Dah ke belum? Oh, okay. Okay, good evening. Today we group 6 will present about a topic full stack developer. Full stack developer is someone who work with the back end of the application as well as the front end, or we know as a client side. Full stack developer have to have some skill in a wide variety of coding, from a database to graphic design and UI UX management in order to do their job as well. They are something of a swing, ready to assist whenever needed in the process. So I will explain about the responsibility of a full stack developer. So the first one is they need to help with the design and development of the software. Second, they need to testing and debugging software to keep it optimized. Uh, Next, they need to writing clean code for the front and back end of the software. And then they need to designing user interaction on the web application itself. And lastly, they need to creating servers and database for the back end of the software. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello guys. Today I want to talk about what a full stack. A full stack web developer is person who can develop both client and full software. In in addition to mastering HTML and CSS, he also know how to program a browser like using JavaScript, jQuery, Angular, and Vue. Program server like using PHP, ASP, Python, and Node. Okay, thank you for me.
So thank you, Akil. So I want to talk about how what full stack developer do. So full stack developers take on a broad set of responsibilities. They are, as the name said, full stack. They need to involve in front end and back end. They must be fluent in creating website with a robust internal architecture and delivering an interactive and intuitive interface to client at the same time. A full stack developer must be well versed in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript and know their way around back-end technologies and database structures. This professional usually work with a product through its initial creation until its final launch, using industry standard practice to ensure that technical concerns are adequately addressed at every development step level. Full stack developers start by brainstorming platform alongside a graphic design team, often reviewing prototypes before turning them into coded product. Then this developer craft functional database and serve to support client-facing content, always evaluating how responsive an app is for end user and troubleshooting problem as necessary. That is what full stack developer do. Thank you.
Hello, I would like to talk about advantage and disadvantage of full stack developer. Firstly, they can carry out several tasks. A full stack developer has in-depth knowledge of how different stages of the software development project must be carried out. In addition, in addition to that, they, they possess several skills such as front-end, back-end, QA testing code, and architecture and UI UX design. Therefore, they have this diverse skill to work on different projects. They could learn it. They could learn it in a full stack developer course. Next, preferable for small budget project. When a company hire a full stack developer, they are able to cut their costs on development projects. The reason being that such a developer can work on various processes. Therefore, the cost of each project is minimized. Next, adaptability. A full stack developer is usually well versed with the front end and back end technologies. That means that they can work on client side and server side when required. Therefore, they are adaptable and can switch to project on either side whenever it is required. A full stack developer course give one the hand-on experience to work on real projects. A full stack developer may be able to work on various projects. However, they have some disadvantage too. The first disadvantage of being full stack developer is under productivity and time management. The first disadvantage is that if a company relies on just one or two full stack developer, it may lead to several tasks filling up over a certain period of time. Therefore, it could also lead to unproductivity and bad time management. Next, not able to keep up with the trend. A full stack developer generally works across a different process, speed and skill. Therefore, it is a challenge for them to keep up to date with the latest development trends, tool and technology. Next, confusion about their responsibilities. In full stack development team, a developer tends to take too much workload. As a result, they forget to divide their workload into a smaller task. Therefore, they tend to get confused about their responsibilities in a certain project. To summarize, a full stack developer can carry out various responsibilities. However, they have their own pros and cons. One can just enroll in a full stack developer course to know how they can use their skill efficiently to build a project from scratch. Thank you.
Okay, I want to talk about most popular full stack framework. First, Red. Red is other JavaScript library or framework from building user interface. It is like Angular but maintained by Facebook, Instagram, and a community of individual developers and corporation. It allows web developer to create web application that can change over time without relying the page. Second, Node.js. There is not about that JavaScript is the one programming language and Node.js has a big part to play in there. Traditionally, JavaScript is used as a client-side scripting language where it is used with HTML to provide dynamic behavior on the client side. The third is Bootstrap. This is other popular open source on the end web framework for designing website and web application. Initially brought to us by Twitter, Bootstrap provides HTML and CSS based design template for typography, form, button, navigation, and other interface components, as well as option JavaScript extensions. That's all. Thank you.